how can you trap your ex so they get back with you? This is what we're going to cover today. I'm not going to talk about manipulation. Don't worry, I have some ethics, obviously. The idea is to use 7 psychological hacks, very simple hacks that you can use with your ex. I'm pretty sure you know some of them, but I'm pretty sure you don't know all of them, and they're going to be very helpful for you. Before I move on, just to remind you to subscribe to the channel. It's anonymous and you'll get notified anytime I have a new video. Also comment. I'd love to this video to be more participative. So if you have any ideas or examples that you want to share, please do in the comment section. And last but not least, there is a quiz. If you have any chance to get back with your ex, I leave the link in the first comment of the video. So the first hack is the law of the pre-selection law. So the pre-selection law is basically when you are successful, you attract success. When a guy, you feel like the guy is not really handsome, but he's dating a lot of women, weirdly or not, you'll see that your girlfriend or any other girls will feel attracted to this guy because he attracts other girls. Don't ask me why, but this is how human brain works. So it works when you're single and want to meet someone, or when you want to get back with your ex. It's basically a positive reinforcement loop. The more people you attract, the more you will attract. And this is always the same. I'm pretty sure you have a friend like that, where you think, okay, he's funny, he's good looking, but then, or you have cases where you had a friend who was, and I had a friend like that actually, who was single for quite a while. And then he started to date a beautiful girl. And suddenly he became so successful because of that. And it was crazy. And it was really that positive loop. The success would attract success in that case, in attraction. So it will work on your ex. You saw your ex in that environment. So an idea could be, and again, you can share ideas in the comment section. So have a date or a meeting with the mutual friends and tell them how you were successful, or maybe that since you broke up, you have a lot of colleagues flirting with you or things like that. So don't say that directly to your ex, but say that to your mutual friend. Tell them your success stories and share the success stories on Instagram or Facebook. Not about a relationship. I'm going to cover other success stories later on. But that's the idea, is to really try to be as successful as possible and indirectly show that success to a mutual friend. So the second one is the FOMO, the fear of missing out. So the fear of missing out is really using and leveraging the social media, but again, be careful of social media, but leveraging the social media in a way where you share stories and Facebook things. Not so much about staging you, for example, at a party with girls if you're a guy or things like that, but more about this is where I am, and for your ex to see the post and say like, fuck, I would love to be here with that person. So, nice restaurant, nice place, I don't know, if you go for a walk in a nice forest, in a nice environment, all these kind of things, where they will feel I'm missing out on this experience. And if they miss out on this experience, they will also miss out being with you. And that's super important. That's very, very helpful. The thing is really, on this one, is to really be mindful not to be too obvious in a way. You don't have to rent a 5,000 euros hotel room and stage yourself in a hotel room, or buying a car, whatever, or like on a great trip. It's just about the day-to-day stuff where you feel, you show that you have an exciting life. Maybe you go, it could be simple, like you go for a run every day, and then you take pictures of yourself, go for a run. It shows that you're active, it shows that you take care of yourself. We're gonna look at that in the next one. And it shows that, okay, I'm missing out of, going out and doing activities with my ex, for example. So really, again, I would love to have some of your ideas in the comment section. The third one, it's the jealousy one. Again, be very careful with this one. I'm going to give you very clear 2 examples. Again, share some ideas in the comment section. The first one is, what was the name of the cool store we went last year? The one with the wooden decoration. the idea here. It's very indirect. You see, I'm not saying like, hey, I'm hooking up with Nancy, who's super hot, and he's 10 years younger than you. No, no, no. I'm just forcing my ex to put themselves with happy memories, getting back to that moment, and explaining them that I'm going to that place without them. So we are tapping on two things here. We are tapping on happy memories. It's so important to really use those happy memories because you had happy memories with your ex. So put your ex in this happy memory. They will basically see themselves in that place, but without you. And actually, they will freak out because it's with someone else. You don't say who is it. It doesn't need to be the same sex as your ex. It doesn't really matter. Leave always the mystery. It's very important. I'm going to cover that also at the end. Leave some mystery whenever you do that. The other example is, what was the name of the Greek restaurant we took your mom to? Again, it's a happy memory. It's not so much about dating. The idea here is to really explain them. In this restaurant is that I have a social life. I'm going out. I do things. So I'm not saying I'm dating a girl and I want to bring her to a Greek restaurant. I'm saying, yeah, what was the restaurant? It's really, really important to project your ex in those happy memories. Make a list of all the happy memories you had, and you can use that, I don't know, on holidays or things like that, and you can use that to send those type of messages. Body revenge, that's a really good one. It's funny because on this one, even 2014 he was okay, but in 2016 I don't think he did it as a body revenge for his ex. I don't know who he was dating back then, but body revenge is so useful. Go to the gym, join a club, go for a run, do intermittent fasting, change your routine, eat healthier food, all that stuff. I'm not a coach, a sport coach, but all that stuff, work out. I think my advice is to really change your routine. If you want to change a habit, if you want to do more sports, it's just how you can have that 30 minutes of activities within your schedule. So don't change don't plan to do 3 hours of sport per day because you're not going to sustain it, but try to find 30 minutes in your day that you will basically stack between two habits. For instance, I don't know, you wake up, you have a shower and you get coffee, then you can say, I wake up, I go for a run, I take a shower and have coffee. You just put that new habit within those two. And maybe you go just for a run 15 minutes the first day and then 30 minutes the second week and so on. These kind of things. What else? Yeah, that's it for body revenge. It's just get fit. Use reverse psychology. This one is extremely helpful. You know it. I'm going to give you a few examples. It's a good thing we broke up. Again, you're telling them something they actually think, okay, hold on. I decided to break up and now he's telling me, well, actually, no. That's not a good thing. What are you saying? That's reverse psychology because we always like, human beings is designed like this, is we like confrontation, we like to disagree. And by showing them, by taking them by surprise, saying this kind of thing, or since we split up, I'm getting so much better at myself. This one is really good because you're telling them that you're doing fine, which is again 6.6, we are doing fine. And so I'm getting much, so there's improvement. So the outcome of that breakup is that actually you're better. And so in some occasion when, it's a bit a majority though, when someone breaks up with someone, he expects the other to suffer. And that's why a lot of the time they have that guilt and they would check in and say, how are you doing? Let's say friends, all these kind of things, because they feel guilty because they know they made you suffer. If you tell them, actually, I'm actually doing okay, it's fine, I'm getting better. This break in the relationship is so nice. Again, this one is an example. I'm sure you find other examples that would suit you. It's really helpful. Don't use it too much, but it's really helpful. So learn to say no. So this one is, I did a video on this. No is so important. And I think when we are in a situation after a breakup and we want to make it work, we kind of say yes to everything because we feel that all the opportunities we have are the opportunities to get back together. And so we would say yes to everything. In that sense, the biggest mistake, is to say yes, because the result of saying yes is that you decrease your perceived value. Someone who always says doesn't have an opinion. He's basically, in a car, there's a driver and there's a passenger. You don't want to be the passenger all your life, right? The thing is, we are attracted by rejection. That's how it works. So if you let your ex driving all the time, how can he be attracted? So, and I know sometimes it's very hard. I'm the kind of person who always says yes. And sometimes I have problem with that. So if you have that problem and want to be more attractive and start that seduction mode, whenever your ex tells you, let's have a drink on Tuesday at 6 p.m., just tell them, actually Tuesday at 6 p.m, no, I can't, but let's do Wednesday at 8 p.m. Just to earn a little bit of value, showing them that actually your voice counts. Because if you don't have a voice, if you don't have opinions, if you don't have values that you stand for, you won't be attracted. You'll be just a doormat. Sorry to say that, but that's the thing. That's not the image you want to project. You want to project the image of someone who knows what he or she wants. Now, the seventh one, always look happy on social media. I mentioned that. So the idea is, again, not to stage yourself with people. It's basically, and the thing is, just to give you an example, the opposite example, and I'm pretty sure you've had cases like that on social media. We all had friends where they would post really sad quotes on their Facebook, or showing how depressed they are, or how life is shit, and these kind of things. Do you really want to hang out with this person? Well, no, you're not interested, especially on social media. Social media is all about sharing positive stuff. So use the social media to look happy, show that you're happy. And I'm going to cover the key takeaways afterwards, but it's really, 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 really helpful, because if you show that you're happy, you become attractive. We're attracted by the sun, we're not attracted by the storm. So the thing is, really project yourself, stage yourself, if need be, to be a happy person, having exciting life, doing exciting things with exciting people, if you want. The key takeaways. Before I move on, just to remind you, just please leave me some comments on one of those acts, what you would use, because I guess people will benefit from any of your ideas. Key takeaways is fake it until you make it. I know you're suffering. I know it's tough. However, you have to fake it. You have to fake to be happy. You have to fake that you have an exciting life. The thing is, also another thing, it's sort of a psychological hack, but for yourself. When you smile, even though you're sad, you'll become happier. Have a look online. People who smile, if you're depressed and you smile just for 30 seconds, you'll release molecules in the body, the happy molecules, I don't remember the name, endorphins, I think, and be happy. So the body also affects the mind. So be active, fake it, smile, even if you don't feel like smiling. It will make you feel better and will have result with your ex. Use these techniques cautiously. I think it's the best advice I have to tell you. These are really helpful. These are really powerful. 7 things you can use. Don't use all of them on day one. Use them cautiously. Maybe one day and one day another one. If you're not sure, ask on the comment section or just email me. Because if you don't do it properly, like if you use jealousy incorrectly, then you would damage any chance you have to get back with ex. So be very cautious with those stuff. It's very subtle. It's a bit like a Ferrari. It's powerful. It's great, it's good looking, but if you don't know how to drive it, or if you overdrive it, then you're gonna end up in the tree, okay? Hitting a tree. And the last one is, it's just psychological hacks. I'm not asking you to manipulate your ex. Actually, the only person you can manipulate is yourself, okay? So, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time.